kèm ở đây. 理できない。
잘해요.
thanks for the follow. The food's really good. There's lots of good food to choose from. All sorts of stuff. I mean, I've just had KFC today, which I'm slightly regretting since this area seems to have like tons of really nice things. But I was like really hungry, and it was like, you know, when you're hungry and you can't think right, so you just get KFC, and then you regret it afterwards because it's like, oh shit, there's like 10 better looking things next to it. Yeah, it was nice. KFC's pretty banging here, which is good. I've just done the JLPT. It's the Japanese language proficiency test. Oh no, they should do like grilled option. I know that kind of goes against the Kentucky Fried part, but there should at least be like one grilled thing, you know, a grilled sandwich or a grilled nuggets or so. I think that'd be quite good. So sushi, yeah, I'm not a big fan of raw fish, to be honest, but what is unique here, which you don't get in the West, you can get meat sushi. Maybe not from like the fancy sushi places, but from you conveyor belt ones. So Sushi Row and Hansa Sushi, something like that. We do have like a decent range of meat sushi, so like a little bit of rice with like pork belly or beef. I think Sushi Row do a prosecco ham with like mozzarella cheese and basil. That's really good. Yeah, I definitely recommend the meat sushi. Otherwise though, I mean, Japanese curry is nice. Ramen is okay. I prefer, there's other types of ramen where there isn't like a soup, it's more like a sauce. I think it's called there's mezamen and mezisoba. They're quite good. But yakisoba is nice, that's like fried noodles. So I'd say that one's good. But I think my favourite meal would be yakiniku, which is Japanese barbecue. So you get like tons of thin bits of meat, and then you stick them on the fire yourself. That's really good. Folk who speak English, well, every foreigner can speak English here. Well, just in, you know, anyone who's visiting can. So that's and because it's Tokyo, there's a lot of visitors. So yeah, pretty much every day. In terms of Japanese people who speak English, sort of, like, they all sort of have some, but not a lot. They have more than they think they do, but a lot of them are quite nervous about it. So it doesn't really come out until after they're quite drunk. So I'll take the big hill. I might not do the big hill. Yeah, if I had it, it's really peaceful. You can get quite a lot of peace, even though it's like pretty much the biggest city in the world. I mean, if you go to like Shinjuku and stuff, it gets pretty crazy, but I mean, we're pretty close to there, so definitely shows you how peaceful it gets. So we're not far away from all the exciting stuff. Yeah, it's definitely good to get engaged in the language. It's been pretty hard for me. Hopefully I've passed the JLPT. But I only went in for the N5, which is the lowest one. But a lot of people there doing it. We must do them all over the city, because this was just everyone doing N5, and there was a couple thousand of us, I think, just in one big hall. I was going to do the maths, but I'll do it later. Let's see, there were sections A to F, I think, so 6 sections, and each section had, I guess, 142 people, so 142 times 6. Yeah, people are, I mean, the Japanese are like pretty much default nice and pleasant and polite. So that's always good. If you wanted more sort of outgoing, friendly, sort of talkative, you've got to go down to like Osaka. Tokyo people are, I mean, you know, a bit busy, but they're up to whatever they're up to. So they're just sort of going to work and stuff. But yeah, everyone's nice and pleasant. And I live in a shared house. It's like, it's maybe like 5 Japanese and 4 foreigners. They're always nice, which is good. Yeah, just normal. Thank you, Lou, for the follow. There was a few more followers. Marky Mark. I think there was one more. Oh, I can't find it now. So yeah, one interesting thing is when we get to like this sort of part of the suburbs, it's really quiet. It's like people hide. So I've been to some quite rural towns. There's like just no people about at all. But the town's really quite compact. Houses are really close to each other. And they're sort of designed in a way that there's a lot of privacy. Oh, thanks. Yeah, no, I love doing the streaming. When you started it, like, was it a month ago? Maybe coming up to 2 months now. What is this? Oh, it's like an anti-pedo sign. It's like the opposite of the niceness we were just talking about. Yeah, I've got I upload my streams to YouTube as well. So if you go onto my profile, there should be a button to YouTube. I've got quite a few on there already. Still, there's loads more I need to upload. It's my internet in the shared house is really bad. It's so slow. So this one guy like plays StarCraft all day and takes all the bandwidth. So it just takes forever to like download the videos off of TikTok and then upload them to YouTube. There's a lot of airplanes around here. So I was here at Japanese language school, learning Japanese. But yeah, it's for holidays at the moment, which is nice. Yeah, language school is pretty intense. Not sure if I could recommend it to anyone. But it does get you here for a longer period than the tourism, which is good. So I've been here since October. Yeah, the school's very much all the worst aspects of school. nothing bullying. You don't get bullied, which is good. But yeah, just tons of homework, and it's all really exam focused. Why Japanese? I've just always loved Japan, and I wanted to spend more time here. I was sort of thinking of maybe working here longer term, but I'm not sure. We'll see. Definitely need to be good at the language to get jobs here, apart from if you're wanting to teach English. I don't know if I could teach English. I do a little bit of English teaching, like there's an online thing you can do, which is pretty good, but that's pretty casual. I do a couple of lessons. I've actually done any lessons on that in over a month. I need to get back on with that. Yeah, Carol, yeah. People are really friendly. I mean, they're maybe not like outgoing in that sort of friendly sense. You know, they're not gonna come up to you and have a conversation. They're quite keeps to themselves. Can be quite shy, especially here in Tokyo. You know, people are quite busy, so they're just doing their thing. But really polite, and you know, if there is a point where you do end up having a chat, it's always quite good. If you go down to Osaka though, people are quite lively. But I think people get lively here in Tokyo as well when it's like Friday, Saturday night. Go around Shinjuku and all those places. I'm not sure what this place is though. It's like some kind of government facility. From the UK. Okay, we have to go up here. It's alright. Yorkshire. What about yourself? Oh, nice. So I'm from London originally. My dad's a Cockney. I was born in London, but we only lived there a couple of years. My mum's up from Yorkshire, so I moved over where she was from. Oh, this place is a bit weird. Go back, I think. Oh yeah, my brother lives in Watford. Nice stuff. Oh, that's a tough one. I'd say if you've got money to spare, take A and A. Get a direct flight from Heathrow. It is definitely worth it. However, since when I came last October, I think prices have just gone ridiculous. So it wasn't too bad back in October, especially for a single flight, but yeah, I don't know about now. Honestly, I'm not sure. A lot of you, if you're wanting to save some money, you have to take 2 flights. So you'll take a short one to maybe Hamburg, and then get on a flight from there, or maybe somewhere else in Asia, like Singapore. Yeah, it's usually Singapore. I think Dubai can be a connecting place as well. But yeah, you're looking at probably like 600 quid, more like 700 at the moment. Returns shouldn't too bad. But I remember back in 2015, the return used to be about 500 via Germany, which was nice. ANA. Yeah, I'd say it's a good one. It's just expensive. ANA, but because they do direct flights, it is really good. Because I think the direct one, it only takes maybe 12-13 hours. There's a lot of these ones with connecting ones. They're going up to like 30 hours and stuff. So you have to have such a large connection time at some of them. And then it's like, do you go and get a hotel in the other country or stay there for a little bit? Gets a bit hard. When I came in 2015, we went via Lufthansa. They were pretty good. Yeah, 30 out. It's pretty mad. You should be able to get some, well, maybe like 15 to 16 hours. Maybe like with a 2-3 hour gap in the middle, so not too bad. I suppose it depends when you want it to go as well. If you book it a couple of months in advance, you should be able to get something decent. It's definitely worth coming, yeah. You can go all sorts of places in Japan. I mean, Tokyo's got like the most stuff to do. And you can easily just spend your entire time in Tokyo, to be honest. But I'd say it's definitely worth trying to get out to one of the other cities. Get down to Kyoto, Osaka. Recommend Sendai up north. If you've got time, get a domestic flight up to Sapporo in Hokkaido, or one of my absolute favourite places would be the bottom islands, which is Kyushu. We've got cities Fukuoka, Nagasaki. Absolutely beautiful down in Kyushu. Yeah, heat wise. I'd maybe say September to November might be good. Still quite warm, but sort of not as ridiculous. April to May or March to March is good because of the cherry blossom season. Might be a little bit more expensive thing because a lot of people come to visit, but it is worth it for the cherry blossoms. It's very hot at the moment. It's not bad. It's quite a nice heat. There's also a lot of rain. Like when it rains, it really rains. Like people say the UK is wet. It's like, nah. It absolutely chucks it down here. Yeah, the main sort of rainy season is June. I think October it rains quite a bit as well. No, I love having some questions, especially good questions like this. Probably gets me thinking. Thanks for the follow, Lord Butlins of Somerset. Yeah, it really does rain. See, I never needed an umbrella in the UK. You'd always survive with like a coat or a hoodie. Here you'll definitely need an umbrella. But yeah, in the start of May, there's a thing called Golden Week. Yeah, I should be back now. Sorry about that. It's for some stupid reason, when the battery alert comes on, yeah, oh, your phone's only got 20% left. It for some reason it pauses the stream. Anything that comes on screen. So if I like hold down to see my notifications or change a setting or something, the stream just pauses, which is a bit of an annoying thing. So I was there, I don't know how long of the conversation you missed, but I was just like talking, completely not paying attention to the screen. Look down, it's like, oh, you've only got 20% left. But yeah, should be fine now until it goes to 10%. So I do actually have a battery pack now, but it's kind of hard to have it plugged in at the same time. Yeah, oh, my phone's gotten shocking. But when I first got it in 2019, I was so impressed with the battery. You didn't have to charge it up like at all. Like, it could last an entire day, still have plenty left on light. Whereas now, after a few years, if you do anything a bit more intense, like taking photos or using maps, battery just disappears. Yeah, let me try and think what I was talking about whilst I was cut off. Golden Week. So yeah, it's not bad, honestly, it's not bad, especially here in Tokyo. It's just certain things might be really busy. I did go to the cinema during Golden Week, because Toho theatres do like cheap tickets on a Wednesday. I can't remember what came out. I think it was the Mario movie, possibly. And holy crap, that was busy. Every single screening of every film was almost sold out. I think I ended up getting a seat like right at the front. And we were there with like mega horns and stuff, telling people to get into lines and things. Yeah, I definitely recommend the so I got a battery pack that has wireless charging, so you can just stick your phone on top of it and it will charge. It's a shame I can't like attach that to the gimbal. Be a bit heavy though. So this is weird. That bears like the mascot of a completely different prefecture, like winning the Kyushu. Yeah, that's fair. It is a lot nicer to talk in person. Yeah, I love that people enjoy the streams. I think TikTok's really good at like getting your content in front of people. It's like any other social media, it's so difficult to like get seen, especially by people that like want to watch what you're doing. Like YouTube is just shocking at the moment, because like I say, I've been uploading them onto it. You only get maybe like 20 views. I think a lot of them are on like 5. So it's like, I know the format's not great for YouTube, you know, the long landscape portrait orientation. Should probably do landscape if I wanted it for YouTube, but still, YouTube just doesn't seem to show your content to people. Whereas TikTok's like, when you start the stream, get like a little text box. You can put a title for your stream. And I've noticed if you use the word Tokyo, that just gets you a lot of people. It sort of puts it in front of a lot of people who have an interest, who might be interested in seeing Tokyo. And pretty much every time now it will show, like at the start of it, it will go to maybe like 50 viewers. I mean, people drop off. I think what we're at now, 6, but it is pretty good. But it just, you know, shows it to a bunch of people quite early on, and then throughout the stream keeps doing it as well. So people just sort of drop in, chat for a few minutes, might leave or continue. Yeah, I think loads of people would tune in for London. So as I'm sort of like thinking about what I can do to like evolve my content a little bit, because like if I do end up leaving Japan and coming back to the UK, I'd still like to do it, I think, but I know it's going to be harder, especially around Yorkshire. But I think there's a lot of nice things people want to see. But I mean, what's beautiful with Tokyo is, I don't know, there's just so much stuff. It's so big, and I mean, literally, I can just pick my phone up and start streaming 5 minutes away from my house, even though I've walked around there hundreds of times at this point. I still see like new things, because it's just so like densely populated, especially in more central sort of areas. There's just so much to see. Yeah, I don't know if I'd be any good at teaching Japanese. I think I've got a lot to say for maybe people that want to start out. I think I can probably give a lot of advice for like what mistakes to avoid or what you need to do to sort of start learning Japanese. I've got a lot of sort of knowledge because I've been going to the school since October now, but a lot of it's like sort of locked up in my head. I haven't really been able to sort of get it out, you know. Definitely say you need to practice talking with people. Yeah, I mean, they do say it's one of the best ways to learn is to like teach. You need someone who's better than you to teach you, and someone who's not quite as good as you so you can teach them, and that will like reinforce the things you've been learning. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell sometimes. Yeah, I think these are like apartments, maybe like 2 or 3. But it's got a lot of houses. Yeah, I think these look like all apartments. There's definitely quite a lot of houses. You'd be surprised, especially when you walk a little bit out of the sort of centres. So I live near Ueno, which is quite close to like Akihabara. You don't walk too far from Ueno and you'll get to lots of these little houses with all sorts of different shapes. It's really hard to tell. Like my house is a share house, but the shape of it is like someone else's house next door sort of like overlaps, like their second floor goes over the top of part of our first floor, and then in between there's a little tiny bar, and then next to that there's a little tiny super expensive steak restaurant that sells steaks that are more expensive than my rent. So I've never been to that steak place, sadly. But I'd say share houses are quite good here, especially compared to the UK. It's pretty cheap, to be fair, especially share houses. Gets a little bit more for apartments and things. But share houses, it's like at the moment I'm only paying, what was it, under £400 a month, and that like covers everything. You know, your electric and your gas and things. And like I live super central. I could probably get an apartment for the same price if I lived further out. Honestly, like I say, the share house is decent. People are quite respectful, so never really have any problems. Yeah, it's a lot more reasonable. The UK just seems so hard. It seems really hard. I mean, if I'm going to compare like where I live in Tokyo to like London, I mean we're talking like zone 1, and I'm paying just shy of 400 quid. I mean, when I looked at places in London, share houses in like zone 5 were costing like 900 quid a month. You don't even get the same amount of facilities. But my aunt is quite lucky. She lives in Islington. She's got like a council property, so if you've been able to stay on a council property in central London, it's pretty good. But I know they're sort of slowly getting rid of normal people, which isn't good. Yeah, wow. Yeah, that's like a part of me so scared about going back to the UK. I just don't even know how I'd actually be able to fucking afford to live. So people always ask like, oh, how do you afford to live in Tokyo? It's actually fucking affordable. It's actually doable. I know there's always like differences, like apartments specifically here do have quite a high like startup cost. Like there's a bunch of fees, deposits quite high. Not with the share house, which is nice. The startup costs are really low there. But yeah, if you're wanting to get an apartment to rent in Tokyo, you do need a bit to start off with. I think it ends up maybe costing like your first month's rent, like in fees almost. So you have to pay for your first month's rent and the same again in deposit / fees. So it could be quite a bit. Council places, I'm not sure All Murphy. I'd have to look into that. I think there is, but I think it works a bit differently than in the UK. I think it's definitely hard for residents like myself to do anything like that. As for expats, yeah, there's quite a lot, especially here in Tokyo. So there's a lot of people like myself sort of coming to study or to teach English. But there's quite a lot of more sort of high-end businessmen. They end up walking around and just finding like, they're always British as well, like really sort of powerful British businessmen talking about their stock portfolios and stuff. And I'm just there. I remember this time I was at the Pokemon Cafe. So I just came out of the Pokemon Cafe and going down in the elevator with like two guys. They're British. They're just talking about their fucking stock portfolios. Like, yeah, Pokemon's better. Crime rates. So crime's low. You'll never, like, nothing's really going to happen to you probably, which is good. Yeah. Like I've not witnessed any crimes really. Maybe get a few drunk people like a Friday night. I did see a guy on a bicycle completely smashed out of his head, and then he we sort of looked away for a second, looked back, and he crashed his bike into a bush. I don't think he just slept in the bush all night. Ha, yeah, no roadmen. Yeah, there's not too many homeless people, but the ones that are, they keep to themselves. They sort of build like cardboard cities. You'll see them in that was the 10% battery. Yeah, I definitely should have charged my phone up. I suppose we're at an hour and 3 minutes now, so I'll probably we're calling it quits in a moment. It's been good talking to you as well. Love meeting new people. Yeah, I try to do it every day, and I think I had a couple of days off. I think I did it yesterday, but I do it pretty much every day. So I'm not sure where I'll be tomorrow, but I'm pretty sure Tuesday going to a beach, so that'll be fun. Yeah, I'm not sure what time. Hopefully same sort of time. But yeah, I'll hope to see you then. See you, Lou. Hey, knitters. Yeah, and that's pretty typical for Tokyo. You just go from like a little tiny sort of suburby area with all the little houses, trees and stuff, and then out here with all the tower blocks and whatever that shop is. Yeah, I'd keep going for like another hour, but my phone is definitely gonna die soon. I definitely should have had it on charge. I mean, I've had my phone turned off nearly all day since I was doing the JLPT, but for some reason it seems to have trained whilst I was doing the JLPT, even though it was off. I feel like going up the staircase. Yeah, don't feed the pigeon signs, they're always quite good. There's some really detailed ones. I saw one the other day that had like 20 pigeons on. The guy feeding them all. Yeah, I mean I've got the battery pack now, but it's kind of hard to do it whilst on the gimbal. So I'm not quite sure where I am now. Where the test centre was. There's only on the Yamanote line. Just like 180 yen to get home. And now I've wandered off. Might have to take Tokyo Metro. I see a Metro stopping up there. Got the E and the M line, whichever those ones are. A lot of vending machines here. Let's have a look at them all. Here we've got some premium Fanta lemon, 180 yen. That's a bit for the drink. Real gold, so that's always good. Oh, fibre squash, that looks fancy, doesn't it? Got the purple Red Bull. This one's always good. W vitamin. Mountain Dew, of course. CC Momo. All the box coffees. Big Pepsi. Mets Black is a type of cola. That's quite nice. Strawberry something something. Go. Turner's coffee's not bad. Nectar Momo, it's a little fig. Pocari Sweat, that's always good. This is a better Momo drink. Strawberry. Something from Hokkaido. Another cola. Let's have a look what we got here. This is quite good, whatever fruit that is. Sprite's decent. Costa Coffee, established in London. We can't get to the last vending machine. There's people blocking it, but it has the best cola in. the Asahi call. Fancy building. Interesting sign we're coming up to. The emergency road closed in the event of an earthquake, major earthquake. I do wonder if this road collapses or if it's like a key road for some kind of emergency. I don't know. It's interesting that it's got the big fish from Splatoon. Right, my phone should die any second, so I'm going to call it a day. Now that we're near Burger King, also 7-Eleven, I'll go get a drink in there.